what's up you guys? It's Sydney and today I'm going to be doing a review and tutorial about the KYLIE Cosmetics Burgundy palette. This is pretty new for fall and I just got it in a little bit ago. This is almost like my first impression. This is only the second look I have ever done with it and I have only swatched this once. So I'm pretty excited to let you know what I think and teach you a little bit more about the product. First off, the price of this palette is $42. I'm pretty sure that is the same price as her original bronze palette. The colors are very warm toned and very fall appropriate. It is a mix of mattes and shimmers. And in her last palette, the shimmer selection was very light. They weren't very metallic at all, but these are very intense. I will insert some swatches. This palette has 9 eyeshadows in it, and I'm pretty sure they're the normal, like, typical eyeshadow pan size. At least that's what it looks like. And I like this a lot. I definitely like the palette. I think the quality of the eyeshadows is amazing. You will see that in the tutorial in a bit that there really was no fallout, which I was very impressed with. I didn't really know what to expect because this is the first time I've ever used her eyeshadows. One thing that really impressed me about these eyeshadows was the formula of the shimmery ones. I have never tried her shimmery eyeshadows before, so I really didn't know what to expect, but people have been saying that this is a new formula. They were so metallic, they were so pigmented, and swatched on my arm, they look gorgeous, but also on the eyes they really do. I applied it with a synthetic brush. I didn't use any Fix Plus or anything like that, so it's just pure eyeshadow, and I think it looks really good. It's very metallic. I'm very impressed, and once again there was no fallout, which is very impressive. I don't really know what else to tell you. Oh wait, let me talk about the color selection for a bit. So yes, there are only 9 eyeshadows, and I feel like some things could be a little bit better. I think that these two browns right here are pretty similar, and I could definitely use a deeper eyeshadow, especially if you are a darker skin tone than me. I am a pretty solid medium skin tone, and some of these colors were not as dark as I would like, so definitely if you have a really dark skin tone, I don't know if this would be the best for you. Out of all of these shadows, I think this one could be a little bit more pigmented and a little bit more shimmery, because this is something you would use as an inner corner highlight or a brow bone highlight, and I like mine to be pretty intense, whereas today you can see it's pretty natural, which is not my usual look, but it is a pretty eyeshadow. And once again, I wish this shade was a little bit different, a little bit more different than this one, and a little bit darker ideally. And I think I don't really have any other complaints. I definitely do not regret purchasing this. I think it was money well spent. It is $42, so that means each eyeshadow is, let me do some quick math here, 42 divided by 9. 4.66, so like almost $5 for each pan, which is honestly not that bad. Makeup Geek eyeshadows are $5 a pan, or maybe $6, somewhere around that. But overall, I think this is a great buy. If you like warm toned eyeshadows, I think this would be a great thing for you. I could definitely incorporate these into my everyday looks. They have nice pops of color, but they also have like your typical standard neutrals. So I really like it. I'm into it, and if you want to learn how to do this look on my eyes and see how the shadows perform, keep on watching. So I'm going to start with a bare face just because I'm not sure how intense this look is going to be, and I'm not sure how much fallout there's going to be. So now we can get started, and I'm going to zoom you in for the eyes. Okay, first we are going to start with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and this is just going to give a nice base. It's going to prime the lids, and this helps colors show up more true to color, and it cancels any darkness on your eyelid. Now, off the bat, I'm a little disappointed that there isn't a matte, a light creamy color, because this has shimmer in it, and if I want to set my eye base, I would like to use something matte and usually very light in color. But since that is not in the palette, I'm just going to be using Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek today, or you can always use like the setting powder that you used on your face. Alright, now we are really going to put the palette to the test. I'm going to start with the color Beach, which is this pretty medium brown right here. It's nice and warm, and I'm going to use this as a transition. I have only used this palette once before this video, and I'm still I do like the mattes. I think they blend out really nicely. And I'm just going to keep going in to that medium brown beach and keep building it up and blending it in. I do plan on doing a cut crease today, so I'm avoiding my lid. Now on my MAC 217, I'm going to go in with the shade Almond, which is this kind of warmer, even darker brown. It has a little bit of a red tone to it. And on my MAC 217, I'm going to put this in my outer corner and in the crease. But I'm still it's almost like my upper outer corner because we are going to be cleaning up this entire lid space. So pretty much just keep it in the outer portion of the crease and right along the crease line. Doesn't that blend out really nicely? I'm very impressed with them. And I am going to take this color and kind of flick it out a little bit so there isn't a harsh stop right on the outer corner. We're almost pulling it into a cat eye shape. Now I'm going to go back in with my big fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to mix together Penny and Beach. So this warm orange and that first transition shade. I'm going to tap off the excess and just blend out and really diffuse this whole crease section that we just applied. Now I'm going to take my Morphe M507, which is just this little tapered blending brush, and the darkest shade in the palette, Brick, which is right here. And I'm just going to further deepen the crease. So we're going to just put that in the very deepest crease line. And I am going to flick it out like earlier. I think the color Brick blends out really nice as well. And then I'm going to go back in with my fluffy brush and take Beach, once again, the transition shade, and blend that out. And then I'm just going to barely dip my brush into Burgundy, the star of the show, the very center of the palette, and I'm just going to brush this right over the crease just to give a little bit of a burgundy tone. See the slight difference? I think she did a really, really good job with the color Burgundy. Like, this is one of the most beautiful reds. If you have the Manny MUA palette or have seen it, it's pretty similar to the color Mars, in that it's just like a really deep red type color. Super pretty. I do like this burgundy color more than Mars from the Manny MUA palette. I feel like it blends out a little bit better. Now I'm going to cut my crease. I'm going to take a concealer and a little concealer brush and just clean up the lid. And now I'm going to set the concealer with Peach Smoothie by Geek. Now I'm going to go in with a flat eyeshadow brush and go into Dubai, which is this really beautiful, warm, coppery shade. And I'm just going to put this all over my lid. Okay, do you see that? That's great. Okay. Put this all over my lid. That looks so good. And just put that right up to the concealer line. And I'm focusing this on the inner half of my eye. And now I'm going to go in with this small pencil brush and take the color LA, which is this gorgeous purpley type shimmery shade. And I'm going to focus this on the outer corner of this lower lid region. And this whole outer portion right here can be pretty messy because I'm going to clean it up in a bit. And then I'm just going to touch into Brick, the darkest shade, and deepen up just the very outer corner. And one last time, I'm going to take Beach and just blend the crease out one more time. I just switched up the light a little bit just because I think this gives you a better look at the eyeshadow. Sorry about that. Now I'm going to take a little makeup remover pad and clean up this edge and make it nice and sharp. So now that I'm done with the majority of the eyeshadow, I really don't think there was any fallout. There's nothing under my eyes, and when I used this little wipe, I just wiped this very outer corner. I didn't touch the inner part of my eye at all, and there really isn't anything. I just tapped off my brush after I got product, but I do that with every eyeshadow, and sometimes there still is fallout. So I'm very impressed in that area. There's no fallout, and I really do think these blend out very nicely. Now I'm going to go off camera and finish my face makeup, and then we will come back and finish the rest of the eye look. Alright, now I am done with my face makeup, and I'm going to move on to the lower lash line. I'm going to take that fat pencil brush from earlier and take Almond, which is this warm reddish brown right here, and blend this under my eye. And now I'm going to take Burgundy right here, and on that blending brush, put this right under my eye as well. I really want this lower lash line to pop with the main color. Now on the small pencil brush, I'm going to take Naked, which is the lightest shade in the palette right here. It's kind of shimmery, and I'm going to place this on my inner corner. I do wish this color was a little bit stronger. It's probably my least favorite shade in the palette just because it doesn't do much for me. But it is like a nice, subtle brow bone highlight if you're into that. But normally for an inner corner, I like something that's super, super intense. And I'm going to take that same Naked color and put it under my brow bone. I just feel like it's not enough on the inner corner. Maybe just take some building. Now I'm going to apply a thin line of black eyeliner, no wing. And now I'm going to apply my Super Sizer mascara. Now I'm going to brush up my brows with my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper. And in the theme of KYLIE Cosmetics, I'm going to use the KYLIE Lip Kit in Exposed, which is just a beautiful nude. And now I am done with the look. Alright, that is it for my review of the KYLIE Cosmetics Burgundy palette. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial portion and the review portion of this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Of course, leave any video suggestions or comments in the comments below. And if you're feeling extra nice, please hit the subscribe button. I will see you guys next week. Bye!